The southern capital was the venue for Limerick and Tipperary fans yesterday. The hurling experts maintained beforehand that the winners of this semi-final would win the Munster Championship. There's a few Clare lads I know who might disagree. After their defeat in last year's All-Ireland final, many felt Limerick would never recover. Tipperary were team building under the guidance of new manager Father Tom Fogarty. It had all the ingredients of a thriller. The Tipperary star emphasised the loss of Paul Delaney and Michael Ryan through suspension, but it would still be a ding-dong affair. For Limerick, it was a test of character and a prediction that it would be one hell of a match. Páirc Uí Chaoimh was in perfect condition, 35,000 people in the arena, and the team's ready for a major battle. Joining me in the commentary box was Cork hurling star Tomás Mulcahy, with Limerick leading by 2 points to 1. Mike Gallagher sending it in low. We'll see who gets down first. Damien Quigley on the stick, coming inside George Friend. He has support. Still Quigley. Can he get the shot? Oh, wow! The referee has blown his whistle. So wonderful work by Quigley.
I think the referee's going to give a penalty there, Martin.
It's a penalty as Quigley went through. George Friend was all sorts of bother. That was the trip there. That's when the referee blew his whistle. No advantage to us.
I think very harsh decision by Dickie Murphy there. I must say Damien Quigley were very disappointed with that. Did everything right, went around the man, and unfortunately was tackled, but maybe should have got the advantage.
But can they turn this free into their advantage? Gary Kirby, will he go for the goal? Sending it over the bar. 3 points for Gary Kirby. But the booing from the crowd of Páirc Uí Chaoimh is aimed at referee Dickie Murphy. Mickey English knocking it down and gathering it. Sending in a good ball by Declan Ryan, and a very good point. Good play by Declan Ryan. This is the incident again. It was the really first time that Declan Ryan was given a lot of space by Kieran Carey, and he availed of it. Well gathered by Mike Gallagher, reproducing some of the form of last year. Now, oh, that's a great score by Mike Gallagher. And this time, there's no mistake. Absolutely no doubt, that's a point for Mike. And he won it well, and he created a space for himself and took his point.
That's a great reply by Limerick.
Certainly, it's even Stevens, Tomás, at the moment.
Very much so, very much so. Obviously, Tipperary playing with any breeze that is there. Limerick clapbacks are coming on very well into the game as well. And the Limerick forwards look very threatening at this point.
Very impressive is this man, Damien Quigley. TJ Ryan to his left, still Damien. Hooked by George, Damien again, and hooked again. Can he get it back out? It goes off with Tipperary. Helmet, would you believe? Headed out almost for a 65. But Damien Quigley is playing well, Tomás.
Yeah, started very brightly indeed. Started very brightly. Must give credit to the Tipperary back there at that stage. Harassed them all the time, got in there early and hooked them and blocked them, you know, and never let them get a free chance of goal.
Gary Kirby with the free on the 65-metre line. And against the breeze, he puts it straight over the bar. 4 points for Gary. 1 point for Mike Gallagher, giving a total of 5 for Limerick. As Father Tom Fogarty must be a little bit concerned at the moment in his defence, Tomás.
I think they've moved George Friend over to left cornerback, and they've brought Colin Bonner over, I think, to mark the shot of Damien Quigley.
Nicky English, held by Stephen McDonough. That's going to be a free. Michael Cleary. His first free goes straight over the bar. Just 2 points between the sides. 3 Limerick players going up for it, but Paul Spade and Ryan. David Clark having to go back to gather it. Pat Fox is in there, rooting around, and he has it. Takes a shot and over the bar. But Fox is deadly as ever. An inspirational player, to say the very least. He had to forage for this. Picked it up first time. Didn't really even look at the goalpost. 18 and a half minutes gone now in this first half. Aidan Ryan sending it in, Declan Nash first to it. Kieran Carey giving it out to Davy Clark, who was available. Sending it low towards Sean O'Neill. Up towards Pat Heffernan. Gets there. Oh, just swept away by Noel Sheehy. Two Limerick players, and there's hunger in this Limerick team.
There is. They're chasing and they're harrying and they're working very, very hard. But I'd like to see him get more scores on the board at this stage.
TJ Ryan sending it across to Sean O'Neill in a lot of space. Chance here perhaps. Drops it into Brendan Cummins. Good relieving clearance. Kieran Carey there once more. Grabs the hurley with the left hand and then the slipper in the right. Good play by Houlihan, not quite connected. Gallagher does and picks up and lets Rémi Ryan for dead. And for chopping there by Tomas Dunn, it's a free for Limerick. But it must be said that Limerick just seem to have the edge.
They do seem to have the edge, but then again, Marty, look at the scoreboard, it's 5 points to 4 in favour of Limerick, you know, and they've had an awful lot of possession in this first period and have still yet to increase their lead dramatically. They have a chance now with Gary Kirby.
And already there's more changes. Father Tom Fogarty is telling his players, Tomas Dunn, I think, and Nicky English perhaps to switch. But Gary Kirby, meanwhile, takes this free. Oh, that's a lovely point. Lovely score. Straight and through. 5 points for Gary.
Yep, Tipperary have changed Declan Ryan out to right half forward. They put Tommy Dunn in on top of Kieran Carey.
Certainly Kieran Carey was dominating, so it'll be interesting to see if Tomas Dunn does any better. And it's Dunn that gets the lucky break. He can't really keep it in. Without struggling, he manages to get there. Declan Ryan. Turlough Herbert did very well. Kept in by Kieran Carey. Still Carey. Still Carey. Stopped in his tracks by Nicky English. There's nobody really around the house. Difficult angle. Puts it over the bar. That's a good score by Nicky. His first of the semi-final. That all came about from a lot of pressure by the Tipperary forwards. Eventually it came out to Nicky here. And from a very difficult angle, he put it over. John Lahey, tigerish now, trying to step aside Kieran Carey. Tomas Dunn. Aidan Ryan battling alone there now midfield and comes away with it. Sends it in and it is going straight over the bar. Brilliant point by Aidan Ryan. And Tipperary, despite the fact that they're not playing that well, are now on level terms. And they really had to struggle to get the lucky break. Aidan Ryan worked for it. And when he got the break, he took his point admirably. Sean O'Neill gathers at midfield. Sending it sweeping across to Pat Heffernan. He has the support of his captain, Mike Houlihan. He thought there was going to be a Limerick player there supporting him, but there wasn't. There is now, in the form of Gary Kirby. Colin Bonner chasing. Oh, Kirby is back on form. Thank you very much, Gary Kirby. 6 points for Patrick Swellen, Limerick. That's the sort of form that guided Limerick to an All-Ireland final. And the Tipperary half-backs really haven't come to terms with this Limerick attack as of yet. Mikey Carroll comes down first, Tomas Dunn. Over towards Pat Fox, Anthony Cross managed to pick it up, but the referee didn't like the pushing by Mike Nash. And again, no real advantage.
Certainly Tommy Dunn has improved things for Tipperary since he's gone into the forward, and it was a great delivery again into Anthony Cross, and it looked like a push in the back.
So Limerick obviously thinking about a change as Tipperary, Michael Theory puts it over the bar. And the sides level once again. Breaking ball, Rémi Ryan coming away with it. Gary Kirby trying to hook him. Pat Fox couldn't hold on to it. Well picked up by Tomas Dunn. Oh, that's a great ball. Back out to Rémi Ryan. A chance to put Tipperary in front. Great score, Rémi Ryan. Wonderful vision by Tomas Dunn. A as he could see Remy Ryan got inside available. And a splendid point after 27 minutes of play. Clark needs a little bit of support. Declan Nash. Jim Carey can't hold on to it. Declan Ryan to Pat Fox. Still Fox to Remy Ryan. Almost from the same position he scored a point a moment ago, and made that twice. The Cashel Kilcormack's man is a very fine halfback, and given the bit of space and the opportunity, he can do this to his opponents. Straight over the bar.
Tremendous score, Marty. Left hand again. That's his second point of the game, and I think when Ramey's on his game, Tipperary look to be on song.
Half-time whistle blows in Parky Creek. Tipperary have the wind advantage in the first half, and Frankie Carroll and his colleagues must be well pleased, considering that they were playing against the breeze as they go in at half-time. This is the incident in the first half, very much the talking point. Damien Quigley going through. It was there the referee blew his whistle. This is it from another angle. And certainly Limerick people will claim that he should have been given the advantage. In fact, he took many, many steps, which can also be an argument. Referee Dickie Murphy starts the second half. It's going to be a very interesting 35 minutes. Will the issue be decided? That's the question. John Lahey sending it dangerously in and sending it wide. This is Aidan Ryan. Pulled up. Comes back as Colin Bonner. Pat Fox. As cute as ever. Anthony Cross coming across visually. Back to Mickey English. Well blocked down. Mike Nash coming away with it. Great play by the Limerick players. And good defending. George Friend. Mark Foley. TJ Ryan knocking it away, but it only comes from Aidan Ryan. Back to Conal Bonner. Into the space, Kieran Carey is over there. Tries to step aside the challenge of two Tipperary players, and that's another free for Limerick. This is Mark Foley, who's been introduced into Limerick attack. The man has gone off is Frankie Carroll. That's a bit of a surprise, but Gary Kirby meanwhile takes the first Limerick free of the second half. And he puts it straight over the bar. 7 points for Gary Kirby. 1 point between the teams. Kieran Carey, magnificent at centre half back. Mickey English coming in to challenge, said enough was enough. And away goes Nicky. Giving it back outside towards Michael Feary. Mike Hurling trying to knock it away. Comes to Aidan Ryan in front of the goals. And Aidan Ryan puts it over the bar. It looked as if it was going wide, but Aidan sent it straight over the crossbar. Remy Ryan. If Kieran Carey can do it at one end, Remy can do it at the other. And the referee has decided that Remy took too many steps. We'll have to have another look at this. Remy is disgusted with the referee's decision, as you can see. He just caught it and took off. Harsh enough, really, Tomas.
Look, harsh enough decision. A lot of players will get away in situations like that.
Gary Kirby puts it over the bar. 1 point between the teams once again. Brendan Cummins. Look out. Remy Ryan again. Oh, seemingly dispossessed by Sean O'Neill. Mark Foley from Adair. Battling hard, and he earns his free. John Lahey can even afford a little smile, but Dickie says he was being pulled Gary, she's having a word. There it is, there's the challenge there. Gary Kirby's free technique, so vital. 8 points. Make it 9 points for Gary Kirby. A total of 10 points for Limerick. And the sides are level once again in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. Well read indeed by Davy Clark. Michael Cleary had got in towards the corner. Rémi Ryan is playing great stuff at wing back. Sends it back in towards Pat Fox. Sean O'Neill is there. Gets a clearance in despite an attempted hook. George Friend wins this battle. Mark Foley hit him to death. And George sends it up towards his opposite number 2, Stephen McDonough. Nicky hit him, and Stephen dropped the splitter. Falls back for Kieran Carey, Anthony Cross. Moss Dunn has got inside, but Mike Nash has covered him. Back outside towards Michael Cleary, hooked by Sean O'Neill. Anthony Cross. It may not be brilliant hurling, but it certainly is tough, close and exciting. To Tomas Dunn. To John Lahey. Oh dear. Over the bar. His first of the afternoon. But it was just inches over the crossbar. The Tipperary stuck to their task. They held possession. And Lahey, look at that. Very close. Once again, there's 1 point between the sides. 10 minutes gone in the second half. And Mark Foley was surely fouled there. Kieran Carey. This time couldn't hold on to it. Pulled down by David Clark. This time Carey has it. And away they go. 1 point, says Michael Cleary, and a free for Limerick. This is the incident again as Carey went up. The challenge there was high from Michael Cleary.
Certainly Gary Kirby's come a long way out for this free.
He's just inside his own 65, in fact. Decides to drop it in. Pat Heffernan, no Sheehy. Comes down to Damien Pickney. Oh, that's a lovely point by Pickney. The slightest little touch. A difficult ball considering that the defenders were so close to it. But you can see when the ball dropped in that he picked it up, held it the hurley very delicately and put it over the bar. Just a little touch from Davy Clark down to Sean O'Neill. Good ball up towards the square if he can get it. Mark Foley anxious to prove a point that he should be there again if Limerick do it. Nice turn by Mark Foley. It's a ball that's kind of wasted because no Shee is there, but he almost gives it away, doesn't he? He does. Gary Kirby, way out the field. Oh, that's a real beauty! For hauling their fudge, Gary Kirby. 10 points for the centre-half forward. And certainly, this is an inspirational score by last year's captain. Picking up the loose ball and putting it over.
Great score by Gary Kirby, but I'm sure Noel Sheehy will be disappointed with the clearance out of defence there when he was on his own end time to make a longer clearance.
Shane O'Neill is coming in for Limerick, and it's Pat Heffernan, the full forward, that's coming off. Limerick now lead by 1 point. Tomas Dunn. In towards Pat Fox once again. He's got it. The referee has blown the whistle. And he's given a free to Tipperary. And referee Dickie Murphy having a word with Declan Nash. So the 1 point lead looks like it's going to be very short-lived. A matter of seconds. Michael Cleary. 16 minutes gone in the second half. Mr. Ross Mulcahy says it looks like a goal could well decide the semi-final. But who's going to get it? Aidan Ryan.
Certainly at the moment, Marty, there's nothing between the two teams.
Declan Nash. And actually crossed. But an accidental blow of the hurley there. And it was accidental. And it's actually still down. Pat Fox trying to get it in across to Nicky English. And Nicky sends it over the bar. Second point for Nicky. And that puts Tipperary back in front. Here's Andy Maloney. Coming into this Tipperary team, they are leading by just 1 point. Always sad to see a player trying to leave the field no matter what level, particularly at this highest level of hurling. It was really accidental. Unfortunately, Anthony Cross will participate no further in this Munster Championship semi-final. Now, can Limerick take this wind advantage? They avail of it fully in the final 20 minutes or so. 18 minutes to be precise. I'm sure there's going to be injury time now. TJ Ryan hoping to curb Rémi Ryan just a little bit. Ball dropping in, Mark Foley, and that's went over the bar. Oh, that's a great point by TJ Ryan. Look at this again. The battle of the Ryans, way out in the wing. This time TJ wins the tussle and drops it straight over the crossbar. Gary Kirby, line ball to Sean O'Neill. Back to Kirby. The radar is working very well for Mr. Kirby. An incredible tally of 11 points for this man. Gary Kirby is back. Are Limerick going to stay in the championship? If there's anything to do with it, they certainly will. They lead by just 1 point. 23 and a half minutes gone in the second half. It may not be brilliant hurling, but I can assure you it's tough. And it certainly is exciting. TJ Ryan giving it to Sean O'Neill. A point for the man making his debut. Yes, indeed! Tom Ryan puts the hands together. And the bonfire is going to be down on Shannon's side as this man from Maru and a man who plays his club hurling with Boher put Limerick 2 points in front. Captain of Limerick is hit by Declan Ryan fairly and squarely. And it's his midfield partner, Aidan Ryan, that comes away with it. John Lahey. That's a good ball, and that's a great ball. And Lahey knows that it's a good one. Mike Rail is going to be brought in for Limerick. The man that's coming off is the Limerick captain, Mike Houlihan. Limerick hoping to strengthen their midfield area now. Just hold possession as they go forward. And again, it's Gary Kirby. And that's going to be a free. Colin Bonner, in fact it is. Just a little bit over anxious there to get that slither. He's going for his 12th point of the match. And a 2-point advantage for Limerick. It's a beauty! Limerick congratulate their captain from last year. And Limerick lead by 2 points. Nice balance by the Neeleman. Half block by Davy Clark. And the referee maintains that Nicky was being pulled by Stephen McDonough, so it's a free for Tipperary. Cleary puts it over the bar. It's 16 points to 15. It's a long, lengthy puck out. Tipperary need possession, and Aidan Ryan gathers it cleanly. The tension is unbelievable on the banks of the league. Never mind on the Shannon. A race for Fox. Gathers it. Who's going to have the nerve to have a go? None better than the cute man from Annacarty, but he's blocked down. And cleared down the field. Limerick's cheer its relief more than anything else, but they still haven't got possession. Brendan Carroll has it. Being chased by Gary Kirby. Their hearts in their mouth now as Tipperary seek an equaliser. Into the space, Michael Cleary comes out to gather it. The tension is unbelievable. He needs a little bit of support. Declan Ryan drives it in, but Joe Quaid will see it. Hop over the end line and wide. Is that it for Limerick? still. Referee allows no more. Limerick are in the Munster hurling final. The controversy is over on the Shannon now. Tipperary are broken-hearted. Mike Gallagher and the boys in the green and white will face Clare in a repeat of the Munster '94 final.
It is great to get over Tipperary. Coming into the match, people reckon that we weren't going to get over last September, but I think the performance of the team showed them that we have, and I know we haven't won nothing yet, but it is the starting of hopefully a good year again for us.
This Limerick team, they're very tough upstairs, and they're very good at the mental aspect in their head, and so we just proved that, a lot of people are doubting that we mightn't come back, and so it just showed the toughness that's in the team that we did come back.
We were very disappointed to lose any championship game is a great disappointment, but to lose it by a point, particularly when we had opportunities maybe to win the game, that's the most disappointing feature of it all.
We were only beaten by a point, so I mean, a point is nothing in hurling. We came back from 9-point defeats before when we were 9 points down with 15 minutes to go or less, so I mean, a point is very little in a hurling game. So it's up to, the players in Tipperary, the panel, to come back again next year, and I've no doubt that they will be back next year,
This team has worked very, very hard, and they deserve today's success. But today is only a semi-final, Matty. There's another day. We have to get back now and play Clare again. And we're looking forward to that game. That's going to be a very difficult game for us now because, Clare as has been said before, have been in 3 of the last 4 months of finals. And, they're going to be very tough opposition. And, we have to plan for that too now.
I saw that wonderful game yesterday and it looked every bit as good with the second looking at it. Well, our football panellists, they have gone to the lush lands of Meath and Laois, but we have in Cyril Farrell, who was with us before, former Galway manager, and Tomás Mulcahy, former Cork hurler winner, I think, of maybe 3 All-Irelands. A very important win for Limerick.
It was vital yesterday, Micheál, for Tom Ryan and that Limerick team to win. There was a terrible lot at stake. The All-Ireland final last year, that game would have got rid of that thing out of their bodies and bones. And if they lost yesterday, that team would probably be gone. Tom would definitely probably go, I'd say, and half the team would go as well. So in that context, it's very vital that they won a very good game. The scores are very tight all through, and therefore, for the 30 or 35,000 people down there, made a very exciting game.
Tomás, only 1 point in it at the finish, 16-15. I felt that Limerick always looked that little bit better, that they had the appearance of winners more than Tipperary had.
That's right, Micheál. Limerick gave a performance yesterday of a team that was first championship match for a long time, They came out very, very hungry at the start and went into a small lead at the very early stages, Had an awful lot of possession and didn't take their chances early on, but over the full hour, deserved their win.
Should they have made more action over the next weekend, Marty?
Indeed there will be, Micheál. Next weekend it's all go with championship matches in all 4 provinces.